How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new Spring 2017 anime discussion. And for today's anime, guys, I'm going to be talking about is Fukumenkei Noise, or better yet known as the English translation, Anonymous Noise. And honestly, guys, this anime was actually interesting due to the fact that it's a very different style of genre that I haven't yet to actually be a part of, and that is a shoujo romance. Yes, folks, this I would say for the Spring 2017, it's very interesting to say at least as to how they're actually bringing about this anime with so much of the other bands that are involved around it, that it's just it's just like a small grain in the big giant tournament of epic animes that is going around about in the Spring 2017 lineup. But Fukumenkei Noise has its own specific taste in it because it is also a musical drama. And by musical drama, I mean is the fact that it involves high school students that are in a band, and there's like a triangular romance going on. That honestly, like I said, it's more targeted for a different type of audience that doesn't want to just be a part of. Oh, I'm tired of seeing people punching themselves to death, so I'd rather go see something more that seems more realistic and down to earth. And Fukumenkei is actually a part of that. Honestly, though, I have to say the music composed in Fukumenkei actually sets itself apart as the way that it was actually pretty interesting. It reminded me of, I think it was K-On!, if I remember correctly, or not K-On!, I believe it was the Melancholy of Haruhi's. Yes, it reminded me of that because the way that the characters were kind of doing with the guitar sets and everything, it just reminded me of when Haruhi was on stage. And honestly, it was interesting to say at least that seeing the main character, Nino Arisugawa, this character, the way that she's been presented, it's kind of abstract in terms of how I really thought a female protagonist should be in a drama. She seems very fragile in terms of what she went through in terms of the whole backstory throughout the whole entire 2 episodes that I've seen. And honestly, she's been heartbroken, and that's a lot, honestly. But it's just the fact that she's heartbroken in terms of like that she has nothing to do. Like it's kind of funny from seeing it from my point of view. It's like she's heartbroken because one of them moved away, and another main character had to do his own thing. So technically, it's not that they didn't break up with the girl. It's just the fact that the lives moved on. But we're looking at this to the female protagonist. So to her, the whole world just crumbled down. So of course, we got to sympathize with this female protagonist, guys. Come on. We gotta sympathize. But honestly, it's just hilarious seeing it. But needless to say, though, I did love, like I said, the music stands out in the anime. But the thing about with the backstories themselves, they also stand out pretty actually well-rounded and balanced as well, as it actually emphasizes the fact that we're gonna see the main character have a love triangle because each of the 2 main characters that Nino is actually in love with or has affection towards to, their feelings are they're reasonable, and there's logic behind it too. That I kind of found it like, okay, that's interesting. To say that both of these the characters actually brought an impact towards Nino. Like honestly, that's pretty interesting. Like honestly, I believe for the first one that they talked about was in the first episode was Momo. Momo, he was the neighbor for Nino and actually Nino's first love as well. And honestly, this character seemed like he seems more like the controlling type, as in like he knew how to actually know how do I say, when he was around Nino, he knew what to say to calm her down. Versus Yuzu, since he knows how to compose music, that's how he was able to relate to Nino in a better way as she got older. But with Yuzu, it seems more like they were able to talk outside besides just singing itself. Like that's what I found interesting. Like they both have their own quarrels and dilemmas that they're all facing against each other. But it's just that it's interesting to say at least as to who really will Nino actually fall in love with. And personally, I feel like if from the way that the first episodes, I feel like Nino should just fall in love with Yuzu. Honestly, they both love music. They're both in the band. Simple as that. And they can move on. But of course, there's going to be a love triangle going on. So this ought to be interesting, guys. This ought to be freaking interesting. And honestly, though, they did emphasize the fact that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star was very, very important, as they really kept saying that over and over again. As that in itself is another very important fragment of the story as well, due to the fact that because Momo and Nino are actually always singing when they were in their childhood, it makes it very important every time that they actually emphasize that in the episode. Like, after a while, it gets kind of boring hearing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star after a while, because it's like, okay, we get it. It's important. We get it. Just enough with that. Move on with the story. We want to know what else is going on right there, you know? But honestly, like I said, it's interesting to study how the anime is going. And honestly, I did find it annoying at the fact that Nino had a little bit of like tantrums in the first episode. I didn't like that. Like, honestly, like, every time she kept having a tantrum, like, she just stops midway and just like runs away. It's like, where are you going? You look like you're having some kind of issues going on there. Like, you look like you like the main character has something wrong with her head. Like when she was on stage and she stops the mic and just runs away. I mean, come on. Like, everybody, of course, is going to be like, what the heck is going on? Everybody will want to know because you kind of made it obvious. Like this female protagonist, like, she wants to have her life very secretive, but yet, at the same time, she's kind of a little outgoing with some of her quirks going on. There's, like, it's kind of funny going to how she's going about it. It's funny, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you know, it's more of a laugh at kind of anime when I see these kind of situations going on than a laugh with. Like I said, though, let me know down in the comments, guys, as to what are you guys' thoughts on Fukumenkei Noise. And honestly, I love music genres, and I love how they're going to go on about, but when it's a romance, that means that they're going to try to expand the romance throughout a lot of the season. Honestly, I feel like maybe they should just keep it at, like, maybe 6 episodes, 6, 7. If, in my honest opinion, if it's going to be a romance, they're not trying to make it more than that, because after that, it's just going to be like, okay, where are you going with this romance? You're just going to keep picking straws, if that's going to be the case. But, like I said, let me know down in the comments as well if you guys want me to watch more of this anime, as it was interesting, but I'm going to stop at episode 2 due to the fact that I do want to focus on other anime as well. But if you guys enjoyed this review and discussion, let me know, and maybe I will keep talking about Fukumenkei Noise. As I know, Fukumenkei Noise actually is having a live adaptation as well, which is actually interesting. Personally, I would actually want to watch that as a live adaptation. That would be interesting to see how they're going to play that out. But, like I said, let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Spring 2017 anime discussions. And as always, guys, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.